According to a recent survey of American workers, nearly 80% of people say that they're living paycheck to paycheck, meaning if there was ever any sort of emergency, people would be unable to pay for their basic expenses like food, rent, and be able to live. But the good thing is it is preventable. According to a different study, people are actually saving less and less of their total income every year. And as of 2019, the average American is saving less than 5% of their total income. This is all preventable if you understand how to do it. And so in this video, we're gonna talk about the 5 ways to start saving money fast and easily starting now. All right, guys, first of all, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you tap that little like and subscribe button because we go over all the best ways to not only save money, but to make money and live a happier and healthier life. So join the strongest family on YouTube by smashing that little subscribe button. Today, we're gonna be talking about ways to start saving money. And I know that might sound boring. I know that might sound like something you don't wanna do, but trust me when I tell you that when you start to see that balance in your bank account growing, it actually gets addictive and it'll be fun and you can actually start to turn that money that you're saving into more money passively. That's how the economy works. You have to have money to make money in a major way. And so today we're gonna break down the top 5 tips that you can start to use easily and immediately to start saving money fast and now, starting with number 5. Number 5 is introducing a new way to think about money. Instead of saying, okay, how much does that Gucci jacket cost? $100. Think about it like this. How many hours does it cost, right? So if you make $10 an hour, then that Gucci jacket doesn't cost $100, it costs 10 hours of your life. And when you start to think about new purchases and products and things that you're gonna potentially spend money on as hours of your life, it really puts things into perspective. And the truth is we all have a very limited amount of time on this earth and time is the most valuable resource. So the next time you think about buying that brand new Gucci jacket to look lit in front of your friends, think about it like this. Is it really worth 10 hours of your life, 100 hours of your life to actually buy that material thing that you may or may not ever even actually use? Because when I was younger, I actually took this one step further. Instead of thinking about new purchases in terms of time, I would literally think of new purchases as Chipotle. When you realize that that brand new Gucci jacket that you've been wanting costs 100 burritos, or literally feeding you for almost half of a year, all of a sudden, that new Gucci jacket doesn't quite sound as lit. Number 4 is called reframing your earnings. If you make $1,000 or $10,000 per month, automatically take 20% off of the amount that you bring home and save that immediately, and then make all of your new calculations and assumptions about how much money that you have to spend on travel, on food, on fun things, on clothes, on anything that you wanna buy. Make those assumptions of 80% of what you actually earn rather than 100%, and that's going to allow you to kind of reframe how you think about things. This will help limit your impulse buys, right? There's a lot of studies out there that show that you literally get dopamine released in your brain when you think about buying new things, but there's also studies that show that actually buying new things does not make you as happy as thinking about buying new things. And so my advice would be always sleep on it. When a new impulse buy is coming up, sleep on it, and then tomorrow, if you still want it and you've thought it through, then go out and actually buy that Gucci jacket to your heart's content as long as it fits into your 80% budget of your take home, and then enjoy that Gucci jacket like it's the last Gucci jacket on earth. Number 3, I like to call the cash equivalent. And what I mean by the cash equivalent is when you have the opportunity to buy some brand new thing, think about it like this. If Bill Gates came through, kicked open your front door and had the thing that you wanted to buy, or would you take $700 in cash or whatever the actual cash equivalent of a Gucci jacket is? I have no idea. I wear Atari shirts. So if you'd rather have the cash from Uncle Billy G, then you'd rather keep the cash rather than spending it on that brand new Gucci jacket. Number 2 is stash yo savings. Think about yourself like a squirrel storing nuts for the long winter, except you're not a squirrel, you're a human, and you're not storing nuts, you're storing your money in a savings account. The reason that I'm making squirrel metaphors is because I want you to actually remember and implement and do this stuff. And so when you set aside that 20% that you're saving every single month, don't leave it in the same checking account that is where you spend all your money. Take that 20% of the money and stash it away in a savings account that you never use, you never touch, you never think about. And the only time you take money out of that savings account is to make more money, to invest that money into index funds, to invest that money into an Amazon FBA business, into Shopify, into a Facebook ads account, right? Into creating your own digital course, any sort of online income. Don't touch that money unless you're using it to make more money, and don't actually try to make more money until you've learned how to from from a mentor who's actually done what you want to do. And the number one best way to actually start saving money fast and easily right now, we will get to in one second. But really quick, I do want to give a shout out to our daily comment winner, Josh Cruz, who says, Kevin David is an amazing teacher. Kevin, if you're not using Amazon but making one product stores, would you ditch Shopify and just use ClickFunnels? So I would not ever use ClickFunnels yet for physical product businesses. It's just not designed for that. Shopify is so much more sleek and refined for physical product businesses. I would just use a one product theme on Shopify, such as Jumpstart, which is completely free, and I would create my store based around that rather than using ClickFunnels. And if this sounds like you have no idea what I'm talking about, make sure you tap the little subscribe button and check out all of my other videos, because we teach you such amazing ways to make money, but it's up to you to actually go research and implement that stuff. Without further ado, the number one best way to actually start saving money fast and easily right now is thinking about things in terms of opportunity cost. Because every time that you spend your hard-earned money, you're actually losing a lot more money than you actually think. And let me explain. You're not actually spending $500. You're spending the opportunity cost of what you could have made by investing that money and watching it appreciate 5 to 10x over the course of just a few short years. And so instead of actually spending $500 on those ugly Gucci shoes, you could be spending $5,000 via the opportunity cost that you lose by not investing that same amount of money into an income generator. And so if you're just starting out and you want to learn how to actually make $1,000 with zero money to get started, then check out this video right here where we teach you how to do exactly that. Make $1,000 with zero money to start. Sounds hard to believe? I'll prove it. See you there. And so literally all you have to do is take this product that we already know is viral. See, 898% increase, right? 6,276 orders. And it's an interesting looking product. All you have to do